Okay, look, I know he asked me not to follow him, but I think it's only fair if we follow him, right? Surely that is actually what he meant when he said, please, oh please, don't follow me. And in reality, he didn't follow me. I'm also going to check this room. I feel like we should look. I was like, yeah, I feel like we should look and see if there's anything on the side of the room. Okay, it's a star piece. I guess we can sell that. Because this area was not accessible to us before. So I was like, watch there be like a random Zygarde cell over there for whatever reason. But yeah, we are absolutely going to follow him to the Frozen Heights just to see what's all going on. And also, you know, plot. You can't not plot. Alright, so we will fly to the Frozen Heights. And then first things first, does the Frozen Heights have a Pokemon Center? I actually don't think the Frozen Heights does have a Pokemon Center. So let's just fly to Dresco Town. So we can go in there. Also, I feel like we haven't in a while checked like our mission log. I guess we should check this. See all Pokemon West Borrius Professor log. Travel around, capture a Pokemon you can. Uncover the secret spot. Yeah, we haven't even done any of that. Powerhouse of the Cell. There's still 84 more green cells to capture. 19 trainer tip signs remaining. Still so many more steps. Show a Badoo to the Pokemon breeder. We just don't have the Badoo. We need to jump another 32 times. That's kind of fun. Help research your seasonal forms. We could have found a sauce book, we never did. Alright, maybe I don't care. Cool. Alright, I don't care. I just wanted to check. I was like, I feel like I haven't been paying attention to any of the quests. Like, we've done a few here and there, but... and if I remember correctly, it is... Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure it's over here in this little slide puzzle. This is where we started the game at all those days ago. I don't know where we're going to in here. Door requires a key card with clearance level 2. Level 2? Yeah, this is literally where we started the game. Alright, no one in here. So I guess we'll head this way. Ooh, the door's been opened. And someone left their uniform on the floor. Put it on? I don't know why I would put on someone else's clothes, but I guess. I guess we'll do that. On the Hyper Potion, can I get a security level 2? Shadow Warrior training area. I found a key card. Okay, this is key card level 1. Oh, sir, some guy with red hair blasted his way in here. I tried to stop him, but he just shoved me aside. Oh, well, I'm so sorry that happened to you. That's horrible. Which floor would you like, sir? Now on first floor, let's go to B1, I guess. I like that they have a elevator attendant. Yep, we'll go ahead and open it. Alright, so that's also a level 2. I mainly want a level 2 so I can go and get that item. We do have a Zygarde cell in here, though, so that's pretty cool. That's level 3! Oh no, I don't know where I'm going to find all that. We'll open that one. There's some items in here. Protein. Dusk Ball. Merlin, sir, I know what it looks like, but I promise I'm not slacking off. Zeph told me to watch the news and keep an eye out for anyone who looks like they might belong to the Light of Ruin. For sure, if you could just keep that up. But most of the other grunts' on manpower has been very limited. It's essential that each of us become as strong as possible. Would you allow me the privilege of battling with you? No, of course, sir. I wouldn't expect you to waste your time on a grunt such as myself. That is correct. That is probably what you should assume. I just wish everyone would assume that. Alright, we got level 2 clearance. I'm sorry, sir, about the huge mess in the base, sir. Most of the grunts left to join the Light of Ruin. They just dropped all their things on the floor. I'm sure some of them left their clearance cards behind. Yeah, I literally just picked one up next to you. Alright, so I know there's another one right there, but first I'm going to travel back up to B1. So that way we can go where we started it all and see what's in here. What was it? Was it worth it? It was worth it. Wow. Wow. I pogged. It was so worth it. Metagrossite. So, it's whatever starter you chose. That is what's going to be in there. That's great. I'm glad I didn't look up. Because I hadn't Googled yet, like, where you get your starters. Like, Mega Stone at. I'm glad I didn't look it up, because that was a fun surprise. That was actually the first good surprise that got me. Right, what's in here? Reaper Cloth. Alright, all we have left to do is talk to these guys. Marlon, so I heard rumors that you joined the Line of Ruin too. I'm glad you're still here. Maybe now that you're back, someone will finally be able to keep Zeph from doing anything too rash. The base has been so quiet ever since most of the grunts were ordered to join the Line of Ruin. To be honest, sir, I was ordered to go too, but I refused. I didn't join this organization because I wanted money. I joined because I believed in what Zeph was trying to achieve. Sure. Alright, so we got that, so let's head down to B2. Which requires level 2 clearance. We use a complicated algorithm to determine the approximation location of the Line of Ruin HQ. Once I have the results, Zeph plans on using the information to take his revenge on the Line of Ruin. Sir, Zeph has ordered me to stop anyone without the proper clearance from entering the lab. However, I'm sure it's fine if I allow you in. That is so true. That is so true. Not enough people are saying it. Alright, we got an upgrade. They wanted us to go back to the HQ and stop making Shadow Warriors. Stop making Shadow Warriors? Are you kidding me? I'm getting Shadow Warriors all I live for. I'm fortunate that Zeph still had to use for more and allowed me to continue synthesizing them. We should probably shut that down. Should probably shut that down pronto. Great care is being taken in synthesizing the snatchbacks of Shadow Warriors. These Shadow Warriors will be the strongest we've ever created. They'll be invincible, and the Line of Ruin will stand no chance against them. Alright, we got clearance level 3 now. We're probably good on this floor. Oh, Marlonzo, I spent time back at HQ with the Science Society and learned about a new way to make our Pokemon stronger in battles. Would you like to see it? Yeah, sure, I guess. Oh, that's just you literally want to fight me? That's just you literally want to fight me? How rude of you to want to fight me. I thought you were going to give me something. That's what I thought this was. I thought this was you giving me something. It looks like you aren't that much stronger. You died pretty easily. You died pretty easily. User blows cold air at the foe. It always results in a critical hit. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. But I feel like we should probably keep Astonish. Right? Do we ever use Astonish? No, not really. Okay, let's get rid of that. That's kind of cool. Trying to learn Endure. No. Are you impressed, sir? No. For spending your valuable time battling me, I'd like to thank you by healing your Pokemon. Okay. That's pretty much a waste of my time. TM41. Cool. Alright, now was there anything that needed level 3 clearance on the earlier floors, right? I don't think there was. Oh no, that door did. Yeah, what is it? Black glasses. Alright. And we got everything on B2s. Let's head to the bottom floor. The bottomest of the floors. Oh no, who's that guy? It's Marlon. That's who it is. Obviously. Bingo! Our character is so good at just walking up and standing slightly out of frame and listening to people talk and then waiting for like our moment to walk in. And so Faye ordered the grunts to join Aklov's Line of Ruin. You understand now, Marlon? Frankly, the fact that any grunts and scientists were allowed to remain is a miracle. I see. I had no idea things were gotten this bad, but I think I know how to make up the difference. And I know this may not sound like the most agreeable idea, but... What the? That's my uniform! Ah, Wiz, is that you? What? You're... No, it can't possibly be you. You must be some sort of spy. Aklov, how long must you torment me? You thought you could fool me again, Faker, like he did? Even though I see that you wear Wiz's face under the mask, you're still a far cry from the real deal. Once I've sent you running back to Aklov, deliver a message to him for me. Tell him that you'll all suffer for your irredeemable sins, because he thinks I'm dead. Because he thinks I'm dead. Yeah, let's hit ice, that, alright. Dark. Dark. What are they weak to? What are they weak to? Blanket on Dark's weakness. Dark is Dark weak to Psychic? You're making that up. No, Dark. Psychic is weak to Dark. Dark is weak to fighting and steel? Fighting and steel, that's what it is. Hariyama is giving. That's fine. We'll fake out. Good fake out first, and then with a force palm. What a good force palm. We'll get confused first, though. No biggie. We'll fight through it. We'll fight through. It'll be fine. Easy peasy. But I think we'll swap out. I think we'll swap into Luxray. To hit you with a T-Wave. Get you nice and paralyzed. Glitch and Hariyama, you hit us with a Charm. Our attack harshly fell. I don't want that. I just throw an Arcanine and then throw back Hariyama. Okay, we'll fake out. Yeah, see, I don't like that. That's gonna really slow everything down. Are we just gonna be stuck? Are we just gonna be stuck in this never-ending confuse charm? Okay, until you get fully paralyzed. Then you'll be fine. Sure, fake out for some chip damage first. Might as well. And then we'll force palm. Okay, we're the Hyper Potion. That's fine. I'm all for wasting a Hyper Potion. That is very okay with me. I love a good waste of Hyper Potion. I love a good waste of Hyper Potion. Love it, love it, love it. They could hit us with a Charm here, or they could hit us with a Confusion, or they get full para'd, and now I think we hit them with a Smelling Salt. And that should kill him. Fight. That's crazy. That's great. Reparalyze this guy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Alright, third confuse right. Flamethrower. You'll fight through it, Arcanine. You'll fight through it. Alright, Charm. Hariyama. Moonlight to heal. Confuse Ray. Sucks. Man, that sucks. Matang and Bullet Punch, I guess. Oh wait, he'll be super effective for me. I shouldn't come in here. Pelipper. And go for like a Water Pulse. Maybe we can paralyze the back. Okay, Charm doesn't do anything here because we aren't attacking physically. We're attacking specially because that's his Water Pulse. So maybe we can get our Confusion on our own. Perfect. Perfect. Overlay. Hurt yourself Confusion, just what we want to see. Now what we're going to do is we're going to hit some Icy Wind to slow this guy down. I don't care how much they charm me, I just want to slow him down. Hariyama, snapped out of Confusion, hit the Dark Pulse, that's fine, we'll fake out, and then we'll Force Palm. Withdrew the Umbreon. Into a Decidueye, of course. Of course. Of course. It's fine. Arcanine will come in, and we'll Flamethrower. This might not even one-shot, though. No. And a Spirit Link, I think, will kill us. Low Sweep actually doesn't, but it does drop my speed, which is not great. We could E-Speed, but actually we can't know because their secondary type is Ghost. Let's go. Oh, we can't be switched because we're Spirit Linked. You're right. Or Spirit Lock's not linked. Dang. Alright, we'll throw you in and Light Shard. Priority, doesn't matter how fast you are. Critical it. Let's go. Gengar. We'll send Luxray in. And we will Crunch. And of course it is a Mega Gengar of... It's his Mega Anklet? That's so funny. So funny that's a Mega Anklet. Hypnosis. Don't do this to me. Don't come out here and start spamming Sleep. And of course Gengar does have Shadow Tag. Alright, fine. I guess we will... Do I have an Awakening? I do have 5. I guess we'll wake up. Alright, they're gonna kill us. They're probably gonna put us back to sleep. So let's go ahead and spend our turn reviving. No, they go for the Venom Shock. Dang, that kind of sucks. Go Matang in. Go for a Psychic. Oh, man, I was hoping you could take at least one. I was hoping you could take at least one. I forgot we also could have Mega Metagross. We might be got here. Go for the knockoff. Get put to sleep. Who has something that could have been super cool? I mean, we could... No, we can't. Never mind. Can't do that. Alright, I guess just sitting Lily. I think we need to just hope we can get an Icy Wind off. Oh man, we're just screwed here. We're just screwed here now. It doesn't matter how much revive stalling we do. Just them being as fast as they are just kind of sucks. It just kind of sucks. All right, let's keep avoiding attacks. I like that. I dig that. I dig avoiding attacks. I dig avoiding attacks. Heal up you. All right, let's throw in Matang, and I don't know what they said. I don't remember how they said you trigger. How you trigger Mega Evolution. I don't remember how you trigger Mega Evolution. Pokemon Unbound, how to Mega Evolve. Press fight, so it comes what we want, then press start and use an attack. If you have sound on, you'll notice the sound it makes. Only press it once or it doesn't work. I hear no sounds. I hear no sounds. You have no idea. If can't a simple fix, give the Mega Stones to Pokemon you want to evolve. When you're in battle, the Mega Symbol will appear at the bottom of the screen. Must press start before making a move. When you do the move, your Pokemon will Mega Evolve. Oh, this person's like, I didn't realize I had to give them. I'm pretty sure I gave them the stone, didn't I? It is the. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh, I'm so stupid. This isn't a Metagross. This is a Matang. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. I'm sitting here like, man, I don't know why my Matang won't Mega Evolve. Because it's not a Metagross yet, bud. That's why. Oh my gosh. Alright, I guess let's see what happens when we lose. Because I think that's all. I think that's all she wrote. I think that is all she wrote. I don't think anyone is going to survive anything here. Yeah, my one hope was that they missed a Hypnosis, and we got a crunch off from like a Luxray or something to start getting damage down. That's actually pretty good damage. Maybe they'll miss one more time. Hyper Potion, cool. Hold up, miss one more time. Miss one more time. Let's go. Maybe it's not dead yet. How many Pokemon you got? Because I mean, Arcanine is the only Pokemon I have left alive right now. Still 3 more Mons. Cool. Cool. Everyone is dead. Cool. Revive you. Yeah, spend some turns swagger at me. That sounds great to me. Let me revive my entire team really quickly. Do I have any Hyper Potions, or is it just Super Potions that I have? I think it's just Super Potions. Okay, I do have a couple Hyper Potions. Hyper Potion you. Hyper Potion you. What is he trying to do to me? Is he trying to... They're trying to Sucker Punch, which only activates if you're attacking. Hold up, chat. I think we've absolutely cheesed the AI. Because the AI is going to keep trying to Sucker Punch me. While... There it is. There it is. It kept trying to do it while I was healing until it eventually ran out of Sucker Punches. That's so funny. Alright, let's heal you. And now they're just going to take down themselves. That's so good. That's so good. Let's heal you. Alright. And then Arcanine is going to drop here, and we're going to put the last Super Potion on Matang here. That's so good. Alright, sending Glalie and Ice Shard for priority. Just needed slightly more. I just needed slightly more. But the Rocky Helmet is enough to kill them though, which is nice. That's crazy. What an absolute crazy play we just did. Exploud? Yeah, throw in Hariyama. Against that normal type. We'll fake out to start things off. In case they were wearing like a Focus Sash or something. You're hitting with a string? Okay. You do you. You do you. Hey, look, it's not cheesing our way to victory. It's just using Using the fight to our advantage. That's all it was. That's all it was. I forgot about the Umbreon. Alright, the Umbreon's all they got left. It's all they got left. So let's start with Luxray. And let's go for a T-Wave. Let's get it paralyzed. And now we should be fine. It has such little health. That we should easily be able to just cut down its health. Maybe we'll get some crunches in to lower its defense as well. Even before we would take it. Okay, well, alright, that's fine. That's fine. Good defense drop. Okay, T-Wave. Synchronize does nothing. They charm. I don't care that you're dropping my attack. Dropping my attack is fine. I'm literally just trying to drop your defense. That's all I'm trying to get off of it, alright? They did confuse us. I'm only just trying to drop your defense. Three crunches and no defense drop. If you hurt yourself, you might just take yourself out. Alright. Got me in. With fake out, of course. We do outspeed here, though. So we'll force palm. We only have 2 of these left. Okay, we should be fine. Full para, we win. Full para, we win. Let's go. Would have been a little bit easier had we been able to drop their defense, but I will take it. I will absolutely take that. Thing's trying to learn Iron Head. 80, I think that's better than Metal Claw, right? Oh, that's absolutely better than Metal Claw. Bullet Punch is just good because it's priority. Hey, and now we have a Metagross who can actually Mega Evolve. Let's go. This Battle Style, this aura cannot be. Are you really Wiz? No, this can't be true. Zeph, enough. We don't have time for infighting right now. Wiz isn't the enemy. The Light of Ruin is. You can either accept that fact, or else I'll be assuming command of what remains of the shadows. Oh. Thank you. Now then, what have you been planning, Zeph? From what I gathered, we'll be staging an attack on the Light of Ruin's new base. That's right. I'm having our remaining scientists locate their base. Once they've managed to find it, we'll take the Light of Ruin by surprise and destroy it. With their main force left reeling, we'll steal back the prison bottle and what remaining Shadow Warriors they have left. However, I'm still unsure as to how long it will take to locate them. And unfortunately, we're pressed for time. Right now, Aklov is with Faye as she studies Hoopa. When she finishes, Aklov intends to turn its power on Borrius. If we can take out his base while he's gone, we can catch him off guard when he returns and seal Hoopa's power away once again. Without it, Aklov's power will be greatly diminished. Roger that, Zeph, and I take it you're certain Faye won't retaliate against us if we take action? I'm certain, Marlon. From talking with some of our scientists, Faye could not care less about Aklov's goals. All she wants is to study that Pokemon's power. She'll give him her support, of course, but for the most part, it's up to Aklov as to whether or not he succeeds. Of course, we shouldn't make light of how dangerous he is alone. And it seems to me that in order for our plan to go off without a hitch, we'll need all the manpower we can muster. So I suggest we bring Wiz along as well. Marlon, I don't understand. Why would you put so much faith in him? Wiz is only trying to interfere with us before. It makes you think he would even be willing to help us. We were imprisoned together in the cube space, Zeph, and while we were there, we made a promise to someone. We promised we would destroy the remaining Shadow Warriors and set their souls free. And Wiz knows that as long as the Light of Ruin is holding on to the Shadow Warriors, well, their souls will remain trapped. Are you saying that not only did both of you survive a trip inside the cube, but someone else was there too? Someone who knew about the existence of the Shadow Warriors? It was Aros, Zeph. They imprisoned him in there 16 years ago. Not only that, it turns out Aros is Wiz's father too. Aros, I see. So that's what became of him. Well, I'm not surprised then. He was always quick to identify bugs in any system. If anyone could figure out a way out, no matter how flawed, it would surely be him. So, Wiz, would you be willing to lend us of your aid? We intend to gather what resources we can and go for the Light of Ruin directly. Well, yes, I'm aware, you and the Shadows, we haven't always seen eye to eye, have we? Then if I trusted you with our most important secrets, would that be enough? In that case, let me explain what our true purpose was. The true purpose of the Shadows... Oh shoot, we're gonna flashback? It all began 17 years ago. Zeph's son had just passed away. As his old friends, we came to visit him from our home region of Hoenn. Zeph, how are you holding up? I'm so sorry. Marlon and I just heard about your son. Ivory, Marlon, thank you for your condolences. It's good to see you again after all these years. I take it you traveled by boat to get here. How was the journey? Very pleasant. It took a few days to arrive here, but the journey was lovely. If I remember correctly, you have a son too, right? We did. Unfortunately, He succumbed to the illness much too young. You are a knowledgeable scientist. Have you ever thought about trying to bring him back? Of course. I'm sorry. I just need to... What do you mean both of you had sons who died? What? Like, how does... I'm just trying to understand the plot. And also, you're close friends, but you just glossed over so quickly about him going like, oh, you guys had a child too, right? And then Marlon goes, nah, they died. And then he's like, oh, you should just bring him back to life. Like, what? And also, why did you travel by boat? Why didn't you fly on a Pokemon or just fly on a plane? The scientists, we thought that if anyone could find a way, it would be us. Sadly, there are no known methods to truly revive the dead. No known methods? Like, you think you could have just Googled how to bring back to life? We had no choice but to try and move on. And then a year ago, Ivory gave birth to twins. It was one of the happiest moments of our lives. Of course, we missed our first child, but our new ones have done so much to fill the void in our hearts. Is that so? Where are they now, if I may ask? Euler Log, a friend of ours, agreed to babysit for the time being. They're with him now back in the Frozen Heights. Frozen Heights. A friend of mine lives there as well. He's my old partner, the one who helped me find my own company. But around here, he's simply known as the Guardian of Borrius. He's even managed to befriend a so-called mythical Pokemon. I think his wife recently gave birth to their own child, actually. However, I don't quite remember the child's name. What about your new twins? What are their names? Their names are Ace and Melody. So we haven't met Ace. Haven't we met Melody as well? Aren't they one of the people we fought before? I think so. They're the most beautiful children in the world. Yes, that's right. Ivory and are Ace and Melody's parents. Oh yeah, because Ace is looking for his long-lost parents. This isn't a good twist. Ever since he arrived, he's been looking for us, hasn't he? I always regretted leaving them both, but after spending so much time away, I'd really hoped they could meet their old brother. Ah, how stupid I was. Their old brother? Who's their brother? Like your first child? What? Perhaps I should take it from here. When I learned that we'd both experienced the pain of losing our own children, I made an offer. Our combined scientific knowledge united together under one common goal. I felt that with resolve we could achieve the impossible. Also, I just want to take another aside here. You lost your first child, and you experienced that great and awful loss. Something I haven't experienced. But you're like, oh, our child's gone. The only solution is to have twins and then leave their life. What? Of course, Marlo, and it's not that they're trapped somewhere. Their base is literally in the same town. Of course, Marlon and Ivory were more skeptical, but after many attempts, I convinced them. They agreed to return their children to their home in Hoenn and then move to Borrius without them. With no distractions, I was certain we would succeed. That's so stupid. That's so... However, we soon discovered the three of us could only do so much on our own, and so we partnered with an independent organization known as the Science Society. You joined Scientology, so another bad choice. Together with their help, our research suddenly gained speed. However, this research required my undivided attention, and so, realizing that I simply could not oversee so many projects at once, I stepped down from my position as CEO of Cube Corp. In my place, I left it to a young woman, Faye, the leader of the Science Society. Seems like a conflict of interest. Yes, Zeph is the inventor of the Super Cube. The first cube, meant for simple storage, was a collaborative effort between him, your father, and Faye. It's what allowed Cube Corp to take off and become the major influence in Borrius it is today. And this is how she repays me after all of this. She practically stole Cube Corp, the company I founded with my own two hands, and she allows Aklov to steal my shadows from me too. And this plot is... I shouldn't dwell on that now. Anyways, Faye was the one who gave us the template for the project, as you'd likely guessed. Thus, before I stepped down as CEO, I established a new branch at Cube Corp, entirely dedicated to the revival efforts. I called the Shadow Branch, or as you know it, the Shadows. To avoid tarnishing Cube Corp's reputation, I had to ensure our experiments had no ties to the company whatsoever. And with that out of the way, we were able to experiment worry-free. Ivory, status reports. We're ready to begin the first trial. Let's begin, shall we? Everyone take your positions. Why are these your positions? Zeph, are you certain this will work? Of course nothing is certain, Marlon. It's merely the first of many prototypes. I don't expect perfect results in the first try, however we can worry about the finer points later. For now, let's find out if this is merely a hypothesis or not. To start with, I'll just place this Pokemon here. Then place the sample remains next to it. And finally, turn on the molecular fusion device. So you're trying to turn a Pokemon into your dead child. Just making sure that's what I'm understanding. Now once this cloak is on to shield it from the light, it should become mobile. It worked! Now let's see if I can actually move its body. Arlon, hand me the control gauntlet. Stay, creature, you must obey. I'll admit this is not what I originally was hoping for. However, this certainly is a step in the right direction. Given time, we should be able to bring them back. Oh, what? All things considered, though, the first test went rather smoothly. Faye said we had to continue the research, not to let this setback trip us up. Her words, spurred on by her, we continued to work on the Shadow Warriors. However, even with the control gauntlet, some proved difficult to control. One lashed out at my face, leaving this scar you see today. You have the scar right there in the flashback. Another lashed out at Marlowe, severing his arm. And yet, despite our injuries, we pressed on. Over the course of several years, the Science Society helped us capture more Pokemon and combine them with more test subjects. Some were living, as per Faye's request, and others were not. That doesn't make it better. That makes it worse, actually. That is not to say we turned anyone against their will. Of course, all grunts that became Shadow Warriors did so willingly for the chance to gain great power. But Faye, she was like a demoness, driving us crueler and crueler in extremes in order to revive our children. Of course, I suspect she had absolutely no interest in them at all. It was always the Shadow Warriors she was interested in. Eventually, we concluded we would not be able to bring back our children using the Shadow Warriors. Despite coming close with our last trial, the cost of our children would have been great had we continued in the same direction, and so we were forced to try a new approach. One, that was extreme, yet plausible if recent events are anything to go by. What was that? Flower? The plan was to bring the ultimate weapon, the one mentioned in the old legends, here to Borrius. While that weapon may be capable of mass destruction, it was also the same device used to restore the Foreign King's Pokemon. And if this weapon could bring a Pokemon back to life, it stands to reason it could bring our children back as well. But how much of it was our idea, and how much of it was Aklov's machinations? Yes, under Zeph's instructions, we began researching the Dark Force of Borrius. At the time, we hoped to use its power to bring us the ultimate weapon. Of course, we had no idea the Dark Force was, in fact, Aris' old partner, Hoopa. And from there, you know the rest. Well, that was an explanation and a half. Take it all in, Wiz. Okay, now that you know what's really been going on, you should have no hesitation about working with us. Have even more hesitation about working with you. You're terrible parents, terrible scientists, terrible people. I should apologize, Wiz. I believed you to be some sort of spy sent by Aklov. But had known you the real deal all along, I would have reacted less violently. Sir, we've detected remnants of Hoopa's portal energy in Villeville Town. It's quite likely the Light of Ruin's base. Villeville Town. So, the old base used by the Science Society, you wouldn't, that's not the first place you looked? That should have been the first place you looked. Now, sirs, of the Light of Ruins, should have known. Marlon, we cannot remain here any longer. Now that Aklov is distracted, we must strike quickly. It's time to rally our fighting force and depart for Villeville Town. Prepare the Shadow, we move out at once. Of course, Zeph, I doubt we have much time until Aklov returns. And Wiz, please, don't tell Ace about Ivory and me, at least, not until the time is truly right. That we neglected our children in favor of another, the thought would sicken him. The thought should sicken you. Oh, before I forget, keep the outfit. I think it looks rather good on you. I don't want it. Who knows, it may come in handy someday. I'm sure it will. Have you the means to cross water, the HM for surf? If you cannot use it, then you should first obtain Dahara City's gym bag before you regroup with us. We must reach Villeville Town as soon as possible, so please hurry. It's northeast of Dahara City when you're ready. Alright, so next up is to go get the Dahara City gym badge. Is now available in the costume box. We're gonna go ahead and wrap up there. Next episode, we get to go back to taking on a gym battle, which is kind of cool. Then we get to, do Pokemon again. Well, I gotta know your thoughts. I gotta know your thoughts in the comments down below. This plot seems convoluted, seems poorly fleshed out. I can get away with, I can move by like bad dialogue and bad writing. Not to say that I could write better dialogue or anything like that, but like this story is just not good. And I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's a fun game. Don't let my over irritation, meanness, rudeness to the plot, distract. I am still having a good time. I think you can enjoy a bad story. I mean, how many awful movies are people's like absolute favorites? Because you just go in and you turn off your brain and you go for it. But sometimes that little bit of the brain turns back on. And it's like, I'm sorry, what did you just read? What did you just read? What did they just say about their child that's dead, even though they're scientists and they want to bring their child back, even though they have 2 other children that they could be with, but instead of being with those children and having like the drama of that, they're gonna just leave the child. That's sure, okay, all right, that's me. But hey, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comments down below. Right now, as you're watching this video, I am actually potentially playing in day 2 of Pokemon TCG's NAIC. If I made it through day 1, and if I did, that's pretty cool. Because when this video goes live, I'll be in New Orleans doing that. So, anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.